Will I stand up next to a mountain?
All right, we are here with somebody that has a very cool name.
Yeah, it's very fun.
It's like each word is cool. It's like HaRLeY and then FiNe. So like
Can't go wrong.
HaRLeY FiNe.
Don't blame me.
Your mother named you? Your father?
Both of them, yeah.
Did they have HaRLeys?
No.
So what was it named after?
Well, my dad wanted motorcycles always, and he ended up getting one and breaking both of his arms. My mom took care of him, and they said, "You can name your kid."
I have a daughter named HaRLeY, but it's HaRLEE, and yesterday was her birthday, and I gave her Harley Davidson Barbie
Nice.
in a box that she's not allowed to open, that somebody gave me, that told me that it's like collectible, but like she's named after my uncle who was buried with 2 Harleys.
Wow.
And his name was HaRLeY, and that's why it's HaRLEE. That was my uncle. He was Howard Lee.
Actually, I'm selling shares for people who want to be buried with me.
Oh,
So
really?
rather than be buried, I'll have
Is that
two
on
people
Kickstarter?
buried with HaRLeY.
Kick the button.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my God. So, do you have a plot?
No, but I have a.
They used to do that back in the days,
But I have
right?
a rough outline.
Yeah, because I thought, like, real estate's so expensive now. It's,
right over.
it's almost impossible to get a plot these
Thank
days.
you.
I don't think you can find
You
one.
just
Anyway.
walk in the woods and bury a friend and nobody
Well, I
knows?
don't know. Maybe
You
you
know.
can. Maybe I'd rather. I don't know.
On an actual serious note, I want to make a shout out
Please do.
because tomorrow I'm going to my friend's funeral, James McNair,
Oh my!
who's Jimmy Mack, who died in a
Like
crash.
Jimmy.
Who died in the crash with Tracy Morgan.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And Jimmy was one of the security team. I do sound in the front of house sound at Peekskill Paramount Theater.
Oh my
and
God.
Jimmy was one of the security guys there. Really sweet guy.
Yeah,
and
they
talked
said
about
his funeral's
stand-up.
on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm there tomorrow morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So
man.
that's nice. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Jimmy.
Mwah, mwah. Yeah, he's an angel with us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, now that I bummed everybody
No,
out,
that's
let's,
okay.
let's
I
lighten
was
it
just
up.
going to ask you about the Paramount because that's one of the last golden theaters.
Oh my God. Life is weird though.
It really
That
is.
New Jersey Turnpike though, I don't even want to go there.
I hate the New Jersey Turnpike.
Did you ever have a crash there?
No, I haven't crashed. I
I
actually
did.
crashed in my hometown a year ago.
How bad?
I ended
You're
up in
alive. You
hospital.
look good.
Yeah, well, thank you. So do you.
But the Jersey Turnpike is pain. Is the you know how like you get one injury that like all your whole life for the rest of your life it makes you reminded of.
The turnpike.
That's what mine
You got
was.
the turnpike limp. You know?
I broke my nose. I fell
Wow.
asleep behind the wheel actually.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
And
It looks straight.
yeah, but it's not. It's okay. It looks better than it is, but that's
Okay.
fine.
Moving
What
on.
happened to you?
This girl decided to make a left turn in front of me, smashed into her, T-boned her, and I kicked my way out of a burning Toyota.
Holy
Yeah,
cow!
the thing went on fire, and I got out. And
Did anyone YouTube it? No, I'm just kidding.
but the funny, sort of funny part is when they took me out, they put me on a stretcher,
Oh, good.
and nothing happened to her when they took me out. I just
Oh,
Gave her the
good for
finger.
you. Good for you. Wow. Well, you look great. Were you burned and stuff?
no, I wasn't. I got out in time, but a year of physical therapy is what you're looking at.
Did you even remember getting out? Like,
Oh yeah.
you did.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't like shock taking over?
No. Well, yeah, it was. Then you're out of there. And,
Wow. So what are you doing musically these days?
Well, I have a studio in Beacon, New York,
Right?
which is doing really, really well. It's called Super 70 Studio, and I'm working with a lot of great artists and producing videos and making records up there. And there's some interesting people. I'm working with a folk metal band. Folk metal.
So everything crosses over
Yeah,
these
everything
days.
crosses over, and called Minotaur's Redemption.
Do you play a banjo like this?
No, but there's a fiddle player in there and
Clever.
heavy drums, and all that, and then a singer-songwriter, Antoine Hepkins, I'm working with, and just a lot of great stuff is happening
Good
right
for
now.
you. And Beacon, don't they have something else there?
Dia,
And Town Crier. We don't talk about Town Crier too much.
well, I worked there for 5 months until I worked at Town Crier when it opened in Beacon for 5 months, and then I got an offer to do be the main sound guy at Paramount Theater
Beautiful
in
theater.
Peekskill.
Yeah,
1100
Bar
Theater where I'm.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. We're doing some great shows. Art Garfunkel this weekend. And,
Oh, wow. Well, you know, today was the day, speaking of Art Garfunkel.
Speaking of.
Yeah, today was the day that, where is it?
Very prepared.
Bridge over George Washington.
Was that what it was? Was it Bridge Over Troubled Water? Oh, it was, I Am a Rock peaked at number 3 on this day. And the same day, Painted Black was number 1.
Nice.
Yeah,
There's a
so
contrast for you there.
Yeah.
There is justice in the world.
same day, yeah. They got 3 and they got 1.
Oh, that's a great Stones song.
It is. I love Painted Black.
Has sitar in it.
That's
It's
not
the
bad.
best.
Yeah,
Painted
that's a killer.
Black, yeah.
That's a killer, yeah.
Exactly. And the same day, that was in America, the same day, the Beach Boys were number 1 in the UK.
Wow.
Isn't that
How old were we when Painted
Slip
Black came out?
Jumpy? It was 1966.
I wasn't born yet, so.
You weren't born yet.
It was 66. All right, you guys went to high school
I was
together.
waiting for Andy to be born.
So you were from
And listening
Queens?
to, yes.
He used to listen to it with the boombox in the detention hall, right?
So,
Actually, I never got the.
were you friends in high school?
Yeah, we knew each other. Do we know each other in junior high school at all? Did you go to 185?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you in
So
the
your
music?
memory is a little better than his memory?
Well, I hung
I don't
out.
specifically remember you in junior high school. I just remember we knew each other.
Yeah, in high school we knew each other more because we hung around with the same crowd of people.
Did you have any classes together?
Student government. I'm not
You
sure.
were in the student government?
No, he was.
Were you in
Really?
the band or orchestra?
No, I'm a late bloomer. Well, no, I was in a band in the orchestra playing drums,
Me too.
but I was a. But
I
I was
couldn't
a much
afford a
later
real.
bloomer.
I had a field drum I had to play.
Nice.
Wow,
In
really?
graduation, cap and gown and field drum during the whole.
Wow.
No, I
You were in the marching band?
I wanted to kill Mr. Opus.
I played percussion, which was awesome because you would sit there for like 852 measures, and then at the 853rd measure, you get your cymbals and go, and then you sit down for another 200 measures.
Triangle.
While everybody else, especially in rehearsals, everybody, like the French horns are getting yelled at, and everybody's stressing out. And I'm just, playing drums.
Baton.
You just
I'm
need
playing drums, bitches.
Did your teacher break his baton when he got mad?
No.
I'm from Yonkers.
Oh, they break
I
batons,
was
right?
right there, yeah.
Did you go to Roosevelt?
No, I went to Commerce. They had 1 out of every 3 students was a boy. Did you get that?
1 out of every 3 students was a boy,
Yeah, that's why I went there.
and you were a boy.
2 out of 3 girls,
At Commerce?
Yeah, Commerce High School.
That would have been much
All
easier
girls.
just
Oh, I
to say
thought-
that.
I'm sorry. Well, anyway.
Because we had to go all the way around the back of the
I got the
house,
dictators
knock
on
on the
the
door,
ring.
walk through the front of the house to find out who was there. And it's,
Yeah.
I wish I had a.
where's the laugh? Come on.
What is that? That's the gun of love.
Oh, no,
Yes,
love
that's what we've come to
I
terms
got one
with.
worse. Corduroy pillows. They're making headlines.
What do you mean? Are they back?
Oh, God.
Were they ever
They
gone?
got it. That was good.
See, I don't get anything. I'm
Queens,
very slow.
that's-
Yeah, that's actually the number 46 joke in the Museum of Antique Jokes in,
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
you go visit it and it has that corduroy joke. And,
See, I'm
Other
really
bad
gullible. I believe
Top
everything and nothing everybody tells me because, like, I never know. I know. Is that a joke? Is there really a museum like that in
I
Pittsburgh?
just wrote that.
Okay,
But
that's what I mean.
how many? I mean, are people still making albums? I mean, I'm thinking about.
You mean like a real? What do you mean by
Blue-
the term
Are
album?
people putting CDs together and
Vinyl's coming
Well,
back, but I
vinyl,
have
yeah,
such mixed
and
feelings about that. It's such hipster, like you can't, and everybody has no space
You
anymore.
said the H word.
I know. Well, it's like vinyl was great when it was, but to
I am
like
the
bring
H
it
word.
back, it's like it's just
It just doesn't fit in
difficult.
the
you
computer.
know what?
right?
I didn't mean that. Are people still putting 12 songs together, putting it
On
on
a CD. Well, now I don't know. I have kids, and all I hear is like they need an EP. It's all about an EP now.
Well, the reason I bring it up
How?
is because I didn't want to do. I'm working on what was going to be my third CD, and I'd rather make a play or a movie out of it.
That makes sense.
And it's called American Plastic, and
I like it.
it's just about
Punk rock.
it's about growing. No, not really. It's
Punk
about
is plastic.
it's about
though.
growing up in the rock and roll capital of the world, which was Flushing. I mean,
Okay.
the Beatles played in our neighborhood, and
Shea
the
Stadium.
Who, the Stones,
Wait,
everybody.
But that new stadium's no longer the one.
No.
That's not Shea. That's,
State
no.
Field.
But it's not even the same one, isn't it? It's a
No,
new
no,
one,
that's,
right?
That's gone.
It's like across from Shea Stadium used to
Yeah.
be.
Did
Now
you
it's into
go?
a
It's
parking
like
lot.
Yankee Stadium. It's like Shea 2, which isn't even Shea anymore. That's a bank.
City
It's
Field.
City Field, yeah.
Did you go see the Beatles?
No, I didn't, but you could hear them.
You did? You
Yeah.
remember?
You stand outside, you could hear them
You remember
in
that?
certain spots in the neighborhood. I heard
Wow.
the Stones also.
I went to the Stones at Shea Stadium.
Yeah, I could hear it from my
But that
brother's
was
house.
like in the 80s or 90s. Wait.
Yeah, I was visiting my brother, and then I stood outside, and you hear Painted Black or something.
Yeah, I went to that. They had those blow up dolls on the stage.
Yeah, that's kind of the low point of the Stones.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
big giant blow up dolls. They were huge.
Like Mick riding a blow-up penis. Thanks.
Oh,
Rammstein, you know?
painted black.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
But anyway, so that's. I know everybody has CDs. I think my mom's coming out with a CD.
Oh, really?
No, okay, but
Rachel Ray.
Rachel, right?
She is. Her husband plays in bands here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I'm thinking about just the visual aspect of it, telling a story, having.
So what is it? Plastic?
see,
What?
American Plastic.
American
It's like a motion
plastic.
graphic comic.
Yeah, and it has a lot of.
How many songs?
I think 10.
So it's like Tommy.
Sort of. It's somebody. I had a drummer come in. My friend Vito, who was Johnny Winter's drummer, Vito Luisi.
Nice.
Johnny Winter's drummer for 15 years came in yesterday and played on one of the tracks.
Can't go wrong with that.
And he said, this is like an opera.
Yeah, there you
So thanks,
go.
Vito.
That's cool.
Well, the Vito and the Salutations. You remember that? Don't hang up.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Cover me.
Can I press the button now?
You ready? Wait. Before you press the button, it
We
is
didn't get a
National
skeleton,
German Chocolate Cake Day, and we have Swiss German chocolate for you. And
These things are awesome. We used to.
you need to share a skeleton from your closet, like a good one. You can have that. Don't worry.
I went to high school in Andy
I know, but that's a terrible
It's no
skeleton.
longer a
Did you ever
skeleton.
get in trouble? Did you ever get an F in high school?
No.
You never got one F. Did you ever get an F in
I
college?
got F in high school.
Oh! Do you remember who?
Hey, Bill. Yes, of course I remember who.
You remember who?
Yeah.
What grade were you in?
Third.
No, high school. 10th grade.
We got left
Good for
behind.
you.
Yeah.
That's good.
I was an early bloomer in that.
Oh, late bloomer in the music.
And an early
Early
bloomer
bloomer in
in
the
the
F.
game of love.
Good for you. Good for you. Now
You
you
gonna
can
accept
put
that?
your
But I
button.
guess my
Skeleton?
skeleton is that I was in tough darts.
Oh!
Yeah, with the Shites and CBGB.
No,
Max's
way,
Kansas City,
no,
right?
way after that.
So way up.
Way after that. It was like 30 years later, and they were going to get back together, and I was going to produce their comeback album.
Okay.
And it's like they were frozen in an emotional time capsule.
I could dream if I want to. Was
30
that-
years
I
later,
could dream if I want
yeah,
to.
30 years later, they're still having the same fight that they had in
Yeah.
1977.
That seems to be a similar trait.
So Jeff, who was my friend, may rest in peace,
Yeah.
left the band, and I came in and I was with them for 5 years.
Wow.
And, that
It
was
was a
fun.
big commute, though, right? Did you live here then, or
Oh
up
yeah,
there?
yeah, no. I
Oh,
lived
okay.
there.
You still live here.
Yeah.
That's helpful. So
Yeah.
now you live up there.
Up in Beacon, and I love it up there. And there is life after New York.
Yeah. It's a more relaxing life.
Absolutely.
Pete
Absolutely.
Seeger.
Pete Seeger, yeah.
He was.
Turn the page.
Godfather of the
Yeah.
Hudson.
I used.
It's on YouTube. Yeah. And Happy Trump. We just did. We
And
were just
Artie?
at a
Happy
Pete
Artie.
Seeger
Event.
vision.
Exactly.
I'm just obsessed with
I
this
love
box.
it. Isn't
I
it
want
the
one.
best?
I want
That was
one.
My
Michael
favorite
rowing the
box.
boat ashore
Exactly.
too many
That's my
times.
favorite one.
Where'd you get?
That's my favorite. A guest brought it to me, and
Nice.
Kumbaya
Oh,
I have like no recollection of who it was, but it's the best thing I ever got because I retain pretty much nothing.
Well, I collect children's toys. I go to yard sales and get children's toys.
Oh, like
and just a quick story about it. There was one with the cats and dogs and colors and shapes, and I bought it in Dewey Beach in
Delaware.
Delaware. Thank you. And and I'm in a Goodwill, and there's an older gentleman there, and he has this brand new phone that he paid $500 for. And he said, "This phone's amazing. I could ask it a question, and it gives me the answer." And I looked down on this box, and it had all these different shapes. And I said, "See this thing? I'm buying this for $3, and it does exactly the same thing." And he said, "What?" So I said, "What do you call the plaza outside of the Kremlin?" And I pressed it, and it goes, "Red Square."
Oh my gosh, yours
He
was
kind
smarter
of looked
than
at
mine.
me like,
Wow.
"Get out of here now."
Wow. Does your phone answer all your questions?
I'm sorry?
Does your phone answer all your questions?
No,
Do you have a phone you can talk to?
no.
Well, I made the mistake of an English man, and it won't understand me unless I speak with an English accent. It's true.
Say something in English.
Yeah.
If I say like, where is the next?
Where's the loo? Where's the lift?
Oh, it will tell me that. You want to ask my phone?
Sure.
And
Oh
you
my
have to say it
God.
with an English accent.
Oh my God.
Hello, where's the lift?
No, this is
Oh, it
this
says
makes great
What did
radio.
it say?
doesn't
What did it say? Look, look, look.
It says,
Can you see?
Giant Yankee dog.
"A fluid flowing past the surface of a body exerts a force on it." It's talking about lift.
Smart ass phone.
It is. It's ridiculous. All I know is I was stuck on the bridge the
This
other
is
night.
making exciting radio, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. So HaRLeY,
Talking
what's
to
your
Ruth's
website?
It's super70studio.com.
Which is in the old yellow brick Beacon High School.
Yeah, it's in the old
Acoustics
Beacon
in the
High School.
bathrooms in high school back then. Great.
Well, that was one of the
So we
reasons I
used to
took the
sing.
room,
All,
because
all
right across the hall is the boys' room.
There you
And I
go.
went, "Hey-oh." And it came back a second later. I said,
Wow.
"Okay, I'll take it."
Nice. And your website is?
Super70studio.com.
Now, why is it Super 70?
Because there's some Ibanez pickups that I really love, called Super 70
There you
pickups.
go. That works.
And I like music from the 70s.
You've got two
Rock and roll.
amplifiers in there too, don't you? Two
Oh, yeah.
amplifiers?
Yeah.
Those are great.
I have a lot of vintage gear, vintage mics, old keyboards, guitars.
And you have Johnny Winter's
Johnny
drummers.
Winter's drummer, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And Peter Frampton's bass player. John
Does he have
Reed.
hair?
Yes, he does.
Oh, thank you so much for visiting. And we got one more to go.
Thank
and
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Roger.
We will
Oh,
be
thank
back.
you, Laura.
HaRLeY FiNe!
Gracias.
Chop it down with the edge of my hand. Stand up next to a mountain. Chop it down with the edge of my hand. Well, I pick up all the pieces and make an island. Might even raise a little sand.